Book title: Aishvarya the Cult. Author's name: M. Aishvarya. Book company: Blue Hills Publications. Chapter title: The Eclipse, Volume J. New demand. Note: the above manuscript is based on a chapter from the novel Aishvarya the Cult, written by M. Aishvarya, going to be published by Blue Hills Publications. Copyright reserved by Blue Hills Publications. The Eclipse, Volume J, New Demand. Author name: M. Aishvarya. Kusum was standing in the hostel room alone. There was a power cut. The girl covered herself in a blanket out of fear. Kusum? A female voice called her. Kusum began to tremble inside her blanket. She began to operate her smartphone as fast as she could. Kusum, came the call of the female voice again. Kusum was operating her phone. Her hands were trembling. Kusum! This time the voice was louder and closer. Kusum closed her eyes tightly and clutched the pillow. Kusum! Came the loud voice. This time the call was still closer. Hey Bhagwan, hey Bhagwan! The girl murmured with her eyes shut tightly. Kusum! Now the call seemed the loudest. Kusum closed her eyes and shouted, Jai Hanuman! Slap! She opened her eyes, the lights were back. She looked to her front and was shocked. Oh no! Exclaimed Kusum. In front of her was Malvika with a hand pressing on her right cheek. Kusum had slapped Malvika. Malvika was doing a prank on Kusum by making ghostly noise during the power cut. Kusum had hit Malvika out of fear in the darkness. Sorry, said Kusum. Malvika looked at Kusum in anger. You slapped me, said Malvika. Sorry, I did not know it was you in the darkness, said Kusum. Thump! Kusum's face was covered by her hair. She removed the hair from her face and looked at Malvika. Malvika was looking at Kusum. There was a pillow in Malvika's hand. You hit me with the pillow, said Kusum in anger. Kusum held the pillow lying near her and hit it on Malvika's face. A pillow fight began between the girls. At a distance, Kavya was looking at the girls. Nisha entered the room. Hey! Shouted Nisha. Kusum and Malvika looked at Nisha and stopped the fight. Nisha hurried to the bed, picked up a pillow. Let me also join, said Nisha. Now the three girls joined the pillow fight until they had exhausted themselves. They lay on the beds giggling. All the food that I had eaten got digested, said Nisha. Kusum, switch off the light, said Nisha, panting out of the exhaustion due to the pillow fight. I am not going, said Nisha. Okay, I will deal with the light, said Malvika. Malvika left the bed. She went to the switchboard and turned the lights off. Nisha and Kusum were lying asleep on their respective beds. Malvika walked to her bed, but she halted for a moment and looked at the corner of the room. No one was there. Malvika went to her bed and slept. Kavya was standing at the corner of the room. Malvika was twisting her body on her bed for some time. Then her movement stopped. She sat on the bed and remained shaking in a catatonic way for some time before falling asleep. Now Kavya appeared sitting on the girl. She began to bite the neck of Malvika. In another dimension. Dad, you miss me, no? Asked Kavya. I miss you a lot. Hence this much trouble to reach up to your world, replied Mr. Agasti. I have to tell a thing, said Kavya. Yes, said Mr. Agasti. I want to go back to the world of the living, said Kavya. Mr. Agasti was amazed to hear this new demand. In a room, Mr. Agasti sat up from the floor thinking. He was in the middle of a circle drawn on the floor near a fire. About the author, M. Aishvarya, fondly called Maverick Aishvarya by his friends, is a prolific writer. He is currently working as a manuscript writer for movie making.